This is a list of notable Old Dunelmians, former students of Durham School at Durham, England. A to E. Sir Carl Douglas Arvold, 1907–1991. Recorder of London. Gareth Archer, England international rugby player. Alexander Armstrong, actor and comedian. John Askew, 1908–1942. Cricketer in England Rugby Union International. Jamie Atkinson, international show jumper. Sir Ernest Nathaniel Bennett, 1868–1947. Politician and journalist. Sir Anthony Alfred Bowlby KCMGCB KCVO KCB, 1855–1929. Surgeon General. Mentioned in dispatches 5 times. Distinguished Service Medal. U.S. Raymond Brown, 1971. Holds record for Beer Can Shotgun Challenge. 2.35 secs. A William Lawrence Byrne, 1904–1966. Historian and lawyer. Edmund Carter, 1845–1923. Oxford University, Victoria, and Yorkshire. First-class cricketer and rower. Hall Charlton, 1979. Newcastle Falcons RFC. Thomas Cook, 1722–1783. 18th-century eccentric divine. Author and playwright. Published 2 comedies, 1722–83. And also sermons. Bishop Mandell Creighton, 1843–1901. Bishop of London. Historian. Author. Barry Cumberledge, 1891–1970. Cricketer and England rugby footballer. William Eden, 1744–1814. First Baron Auckland. Penal reformer and diplomatist. Thomas Renton Elliot, 1877–1961. Physician and physiologist. F. to J. Henry Cecil Ferrens, c. 1899–1975. Cricketer. Gave his name to Ferrens House. Until 2003 a house for junior boys. W.M.W. Fowler. Bomber pilot and POW. Culinary author. Henry Watson Fox, 1817–1848. Famous missionary in Masulipatam. Pupil and friend of Dr. Arnold at Rugby School. Author of chapters on missions in South India. Sir William Fox, 1812–1893. 3 times Prime Minister of New Zealand. Statesman and social reformer. Edward Pritchard G. Discovered G's golden lung gore. Influential in creation of Chitwan National Park. Michael Gough. The 23rd of November 1916 – 17 March 2011. Actor. Bishop John Graham, 1794–1865. Bishop of Chester. Clerk of the Closet to Queen Victoria. Taught classics and mathematics as a Fellow of Christ's College, Cambridge. Vice-Chancellor of Cambridge University. Chaplain to Prince Albert. William Greenwell, 1820–1918. Archaeologist and librarian. William Hardcastle, 1918–1975. Journalist and radio broadcaster. Co-founder of The World at One radio program. Field Marshal Henry Hardinge. 1st Viscount Hardinge, 1785–1856. Succeeded the Duke of Wellington as Commander-in-Chief of the British Army. Governor-General of India. First Anglo-Sikh War. Arthur Harrison, 1868–1936. Organ builder of note. Those at Durham Cathedral, Ely Cathedral and Westminster Abbey to name a few. Partner in Harrison and Harrison. Ian Hay MC, 1876–1952. Not an OD but a master at Durham School. Humorist and author. William Noel Hodgson MC, 1893–1916. War poet on the Somme. Mentioned in dispatches. Killed in action. Ian Hogg, 1937. Actor. Thomas Jefferson Hogg, 1792–1862. Biographer and friend of Percy Bysshe Shelley and Mary Shelley. Noel Forbes Humphreys, M.C. 1890–1918. England and British Lions rugby footballer. Killed in action. James Isaacson. 1980. Leeds RFC. K20. Sir John Grant Mackenzie Laws. 1945. Lord Justice of Appeal. Sir Donald Lamont. Clerk of the House of Commons. Lewis Vaughan Lodge. The 21st of December 1872 to 21 October 1916. Represented the England national football team. He also played first-class cricket with Hampshire. Frederick Loudon OBE. England and Barbarians rugby footballer. Henry Frederick Manistee. 1808–1890. Judge. James Mickleton. 1638–1693. Antiquary and lawyer. William Morton. Holder of the fastest pint time in Grey College. Recorded at 2.78 seconds 2017. Gordon Muchall. Durham. County cricketer. Sir Roderick Impey Murchison. 1792–1871. Scientist and geologist who served in the Peninsular War. Henry Nettleship. 1839–1893. Influential classical scholar. Sir Robert Owen. 1944. High Court Judge. Peter T. Jeff Parling. Leicester Tigers RFC. England. British and Irish Lions. Tour of Australia 2013. Richard Godfrey Parsons. 1882–1948. Bishop of Middleton. Bishop of Southwark. Bishop of Hereford. Sir Geoffrey Patty. 1936. Politician. Max Pugh. 1977. British film and television director. John Ranson England Rugby Union International. Dean Edward Bannerman Ramsay. 1793–1872. Author Reminiscences of Scottish Life and Character. Chief founder of the Scottish Episcopalian Church Society in 1838. Vice President, Royal Society of Edinburgh. John D. Rayner. 1924–2005. Rabbi Emeritus of the Liberal Jewish Synagogue. Mike Rosebery. Middlesex and Durham. County cricketer. Thomas Rudd. 1667 8ths–1733. Master of Durham School. Important historian and librarian of Durham Cathedral and City. Rector. John Warburton Sagar. 1878–1941. England rugby player in 1901 season. Governor of Cordovan and Wadi Halfa in Sudan. Anthony Selvin. 1799–1881. 19th-century architect who restored or extended Windsor Castle, Alnwick Castle, Warwick Castle, Rockingham Castle and the Tower of London. Granville Sharp. 1735–1813. 18th century initiator of the movement for the abolition of slavery and founder of Sierra Leone as a land for returned slaves. Originator of Sharp's rule. Still used as biblical proof of Christ's divinity. Edward Short MP. 1862–1935. Chief Secretary for Ireland and Home Secretary. Christopher Smart. 1722–1771. 18th century poet. Charlie Spedding. Winner of the 1984 London Marathon and bronze medal winner at the 1984 Olympic Games. Michael Stevenson. 1981. Newcastle Falcons RFC. Bath RFC. Chad Stewart. 1960s pop musician of duo Chad and Jeremy. Nigel Stock. Bishop to the Forces. Bishop at Lambeth. Bishop for the Falkland Islands. Robert Smith Surtees. 1805–1864. Comedy novelist. Sports editor and founder of New Sporting magazine. Will Todd. Musician and composer. Dr. Henry Baker Tristram. 1822–1906. canon, naturalist, travel writer, missionary and Fellow of the Royal Society, Masonic Grand Chaplain of England, founding member of British Ornithologists Union, Dr. Thomas Hutchinson Tristram, Chancellor of London for 40 years, Doctor of Law, last member of the Society of Doctors Commons founded in 1511. U to Z. Sir Peter Vardy, entrepreneur and philanthropist. Mike Weston, captain of British Lions and manager of England Rugby in the First World Cup 1987. Robin Weston, Derbyshire, Durham, and Middlesex county cricketer. Phil Weston, Derbyshire, Gloucestershire, and Worcestershire county cricketer. Bishop George Howard Wilkinson, 1833–1907, Bishop of St Andrews, Dunkeld and Dunblane and Primus of the Scottish Episcopal Church, formerly Bishop of Truro. Mickey Young, Bath Rugby, England Saxons, England 7s, speculative ODs. There have been claims for certain individuals to be ODs over the years. Research has not been able to rule them out, but not in either. John Balliol, King of Scotland, possibly attended Durham School before its official foundation in 1414. Michael Scott, alias Scotus, Scott, and Michael the Wizard, 13th-century mathematician, alchemist, scientist, linguist, philosopher and a character in Dante's Inferno. Citation needed. These are believed to be ODs but do not have references at this point. They are here so that editors can assist by finding references to support their inclusion and move them into the relevant sections above. Charles Adamson, Barbarians and British Lions rugby footballer, killed in action, brother-in-law to Lewis Vaughan Lodge. Christopher Becket Denison, politician. Sir Raleigh Grey KBECMGCVO, pioneer of Rhodesia who took part in the Jameson Raid, a great-grandson of the first Earl Grey. John Wesley Hales, editor, man of letters. Thomas Knaggs, 17th-century preacher. Alan Redpath, Christian evangelist and author. Andrew Rosebery, Glamorgan and Leicestershire county cricketer. John Warburton Sagar, England international rugby union player and diplomat. Lord Wyfold of Accrington, c. 1851–1937. Formerly Colonel Sir Robert Trotter Hermond Hodge, but raised to the peerage for public services in the Great War. Old Dunelmians homepage.